Wow, it does feel bright. Future's so bright, I gotta wear shades.
I love that shade of green on you, Matt.
Thank you. I love that shade of pink on you, Phil. Salmon? Is it salmon? Like a salmon.
Sure.
Like
Just a comfortable golf shirt.
coral? It's not really coral. I do like golf shirts though. They're
Yeah,
comfortable.
I'm not sure what color it is. I thought of it as an orange when I first saw it.
Huh.
And I think it maybe depends on the lights.
Do you think a salmon knows that it's salmon?
Like a colored? Oh.
Well, on the inside though, it's salmon, but
Right.
not on the outside. It's just
Right,
kind of
it's
like a fish.
like brownish, grayish, blackish,
It's got some color.
right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at a salmon lately.
No, I haven't either.
Have I had salmon lately? I don't think so.
Mm.
It's not my favorite of the fish.
No? What's your
For like
favorite
a-
fish?
Well, perch, trout, smoked trout.
Smoked trout.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Salmon might be my favorite fish to eat.
Really?
Yeah. A nice fatty salmon.
You're in.
Tuna's good too.
Tuna is good. You got to cook it right,
Or not cook it at all.
or just eat it raw. I do love
Right.
sushi,
Right.
but this is whiskey bits,
Whiskey bits.
not sushi bits.
Welcome to Whiskey Bits,
With Matt and Phil,
where we sip on everyday whiskeys.
and find the funny in our everyday lives.
So, are you ready to try another Bottled in Bond?
Yeah, I mean we're on a roll, man. We're on a roll with these bibs.
Yeah, these bibs.
I call them bibs.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
why
makes
not?
sense.
Why not?
These bondeds. Bibs makes more
Bibs.
sense. So, we're going to go with the J.W. Dant from Bardstown, Kentucky today.
Who's the maker?
J.W. Dant.
Oh, okay. So it's not
Yep.
bug.
And this is a genuine sour mash.
Ooh, another sour.
So J.W. Dant Distillery, this is distilled by Heaven Hill.
Get out of here.
So let's
Apparently,
get into
I
this
like
one.
Heaven Hill. That's just
Yep. DSPKY31. Again, another part of being bottled and bonded. It has to list that somewhere on the bottle on the label, so it does do that. It's 100 proof. It's 4 years old.
because it's bottled and bottled.
At least 4 years old.
Yep,
We
yep.
don't know
Might be more.
exactly. Could be more. Could be more. Doesn't
be less.
say, but it can't be less.
Can't be less.
So let's get into this J.W. Dant.
Okay. All right. We nosing it.
We're gonna nose this one.
All right.
So this is another one that's very accessible and well under $50. I would say that this is in the $30 category. In fact, you might be able to find this sub 30.
You know the sour mash we tried earlier.
Yeah.
A while back.
I
Sorry.
thought you got all those out earlier before.
I thought I did.
The sour mash that we tried last time.
Well, episode 26.
Okay, a
I
couple
think
times
this
ago.
is 31 or 30. Who knows? I don't know.
We shouldn't have guessed.
We shouldn't have.
We should only
Episode
know.
80.
We should only know.
We should only know. It's episode, and I'll dub it over. I'm like 31, 30. I could take any one of those. No, it doesn't have as much of the sour candy kind of nose to it as
Yeah.
the other one did, as the JW.
The J.W. Dant.
No, the old Fitz. The old
Fitzgerald,
It does
yeah.
not have as much sour of a smell. I could tell I think I can recognize the sour mash.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say,
But-
it actually, to me, it does have a bit of the sour, but maybe not as much.
Not as much.
Not
Yeah,
as
I
much.
can can tell that it's the sour, but it just doesn't. It's just not as much.
Yeah. Just thinking back to that old Fitz, I believe we said that the color was a little was a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
This one seems like a little bit darker.
Maybe a little
It's kind
darker.
of, this one fits into that 4-year-old. I think the old Fitz is, and that we're not trying to compare it to the other ones that we've
but
tried.
it's an
We're just,
interesting
yeah.
thing.
So yeah, you can see that, and yeah, this is also a higher proof because it's a 100 proof.
Where's the other one, 80?
All right.
Whoa!
Yeah, so
Holy cow.
that one gets you.
That one bit me in the back of the face,
Yeah, that one gets you.
and it's not that much more.
Well, now you're comparing it.
I know
again.
I am, but like I'm just.
It's hard not to when
It's
you're.
hard not to
yeah.
because it's just interesting. But even just by itself, I'm like, whoa, kind of a punch in the face.
Yeah. a little
Is
bit.
that typical though of a first sip? I mean, the only thing I've had in the last several hours has been a sip of the LaCroix. So
Yeah.
maybe it's because
I mean, sometimes a whiskey will have kind of a smoother taste profile or mouthfeel than this.
I don't know.
And and this one does seem a little harsher.
It definitely is.
It's-
It's not a bad harsh. It's kind of exciting. I'm not gonna lie. It's like being punched in the face. You're like, huh? It's like Buster when he wanted to get punched in the face on Arrested Development. Let's try it.
Yeah, we can try it again. I do get corn. Like it does feel like it's got more corn.
Yep. Yep.
Than
Like a
other
sour corn
sour
almost.
mash that we've had.
Yeah.
Whether that's Old Fitz or one of the other ones.
Yeah. It tastes. It's like a sour corn.
Yeah.
I don't want to say sweet corn, but there's a subtle sweetness to it.
Yeah, I would agree.
Well, good, Phil. Thank
my
you.
gosh.
I mean, I feel like all you do is just disagree. Finally, you've agreed.
I don't think that's true.
No, it's not even close. We're pretty much on the same page with a lot of things, except for people staying in people's houses.
But it was funny because I said that I disagreed with the fact that you think that I disagree a lot. So very meta.
Ooh, interesting.
Very, very meta.
What does that mean?
So
What do
this
you
one,
I mean, what do you think?
it's warm. This one is warm going down.
Yep.
I wouldn't call it hot or where it's too spicy or it's too
Right.
overpowering, but like you definitely feel it as it goes into your belly that there's a little bit more heat to this one.
Yes.
Than maybe even some of the other Bottled and Bonds and other 100.
crazy.
Yeah. So
I wonder why.
we would just say that it drinks at a higher proof.
Okay.
I am curious what would happen if we added just a touch of water to this.
Oh, if only we had water.
Yeah. Maybe that's something we should add to the podcast.
Yeah, like we should get little
Little
we
droppers.
should have little droppers.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's add those.
Maybe a dropper.
I mean, we're 30 episodes in now.
30,
or so.
30, 31. Who knows? But maybe a dropper company.
Yeah,
wants
we've
to
been doing this
sponsor
for
us.
greater than 6 months.
Yeah, dude.
We should probably be able to afford some droppers.
Oh, maybe we should try to do some ad revenue. That'd be smart. Monetize.
This episode brought to you by Heaven Hill Distillery,
And
maker of fine whiskeys
eyedroppers.
and eyedroppers.
Eyedroppers? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Is
that's
that what they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because,
Because, well, I'm getting that husk on the end. That green husk taste.
that
I actually really like that.
the famous Summerfield husk.
Well, they built him bigger back then. It's a husky fella.
Oh, a husky. Yeah.
She was a husky lady.
Speaking of husky, have you been to Home Depot lately?
No, because Home Depot is horrible. I do love Menards, though.
This is where we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. Are you a
Yeah.
Home Depot guy?
I am. Yeah.
Really?
If you couldn't tell by the orange, you should have worn blue.
Wait, isn't Menards green? Menards is green.
I guess Lowe's is. Oh yeah. I guess
Menards
theirs
is green. Lowe's is blue.
Ah.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's right. That's right. I don't go in there very
I'd
often.
say the main color of Menards is green.
Okay.
I like Menards, one, because it's closer. But two,
Fair enough.
the people there actually know what they're talking about. Even in other departments, they can help you find stuff. Home Depot, I worked at Home Depot. I worked in the paint department.
Yeah.
I only knew,
So we know that the people that work at Home
they
Depot,
know nothing.
they
like
they do not
where's
care who
the
they
hammers.
are.
I don't know, dude. But you could try taking this paintbrush and hitting on it, and maybe that'll work. Like that's what I would tell you.
Yeah.
Everyone's Home Depot. There's no one ever there. You walk in and you're like, where are the employees? Like it doesn't make any sense. Menards, there's people walking around everywhere.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I have not had a great experience at Menards.
how dare you?
Therefore, and Home Depot is closer to me. Like the Home Depot is closer to
Oh,
my house
yeah.
than any other Menards.
Well, yeah, because what is it? Crystal Lake McHenry. That's and what Elgin or something.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know if there's. I used to live down the street from a Menards, so I'd go there all the time, and I
just like the rebates. I mean, I know you can do it at Home Depot, but
the rebates are crap.
I always get them.
And then you have to go back there to spend it.
Yeah,
it's not really
that's
a rebate.
the best part.
It's not really a rebate.
It's just a cycle.
It doesn't.
It's
really
like
matter.
savings. It's like a Menards saving account.
I guess that's true.
Just get the.
I think their lumber yard is not as good. Look, it doesn't really matter.
That's not why you wanted to bring it up.
That's not what. Yeah, exactly.
What did you want to bring it up for?
Well, I was going to tell you that, just a couple weeks ago, I.
Are you trying to do the math on when you got me the bike?
Yeah, and the moped, and you asked if you could borrow my pressure washer.
Oh yes,
to clean off the side of your house.
Not the bidet, not the pressure washer for your butt.
Yes,
different.
No, different. However,
actual pressure washer.
The same.
Could I use that? Maybe.
If you want to,
you'd have to help me though.
I'm not.
You come over and be like, Phil, I got a problem.
Yes.
The pressure washer's
just
ready
need
to go.
We rewipe.
Can you just? I'll open the bathroom window. Just spray from the outside.
In there. I could do that. I could do that. I would do that. I think we're close enough.
Boom.
I think we're close enough. We're friends.
You wouldn't even know. It's like so dark.
Right.
Do it at night. Like
we'd do it at night.
Never be able to tell.
I would definitely want to be able to see where I'm spraying.
I'll just say, just go for like a zone. Like we're playing zone here. Like. The sprayer, it's got a wide, spray zone.
Yeah, right. You
can figure it out.
Okay, yeah, I'm down. I'm down to give that a try. You know what's funny? I actually bought that at Harbor Freight Tools.
Oh, that's another good place. That is a good place.
I think that's probably the place that we could both agree.
Yeah,
has the best
stuff.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
And you're not going to get the highest quality, but some of the stuff though lasts for a long time.
Do you know why it lasts so long? Because they guarantee everything.
Oh, yeah.
For a very long time.
Like, you can take something back from, 1972, and they'll be like, here's your...
Yeah, take another one. Just go get another one off the shelf.
That's just good customer service.
Yeah. So I bought the warranty on that thing, and just in case. If it goes bad, I just bring it back. They give me a new one. It doesn't even have to go bad. I can just bring it back and say, give me a new one. That's crazy. Yeah.
I feel like... Menards was pretty good about that.
They're not as good as Harbor
Freight. I bought
a
faucet.
Did you?
And I bent the copper, putting in the faucet, and I had it, and the water pressure sucked. It was horrible. So I'm like, I gotta get another one. So I go get another one, take the old one out, and I brought it back. I said, the faucet's bent, copper, which is true. Like I put it in, I'm like, okay. Yeah. Isn't my fault probably, but they didn't care. I told them don't put it back on the shelf.
Oh well, that's. Thank you. This is why I don't go to Menards, because I will likely buy that one because they will put it back on the shelf.
Hopefully not. Well, they always ask, is there something wrong with it?
Yeah.
But pressure washer. Why are we talking about pressure washers?
Well, mostly because I feel like going into a hardware store is kind of like when your parents would take you to Toys R Us when you were a kid.
Oh, yeah.
It's the grown-up version of a toy store.
And when you're a kid, you think, oh, this is lame. Why would I want to but why are we getting excited about lawnmowers and weed cutters and pressure washers? Like kids, maybe a pressure washer because it's kind of cool. But other than that, you're like, Right. Like I want a toy.
Right.
Funnily enough, I also worked at Toys R Us. Really? Yeah, true story. And you like donuts too, don't you? Yeah, that was my first job.
Donuts?
Yeah, Country Donuts.
Country Donuts. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Used to sit in the back on jelly tubs eating donuts for lunch.
I did something similar. My first job was White Hen Pantry.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember the story, or you just remember?
No, the
White Hen Pantry. Okay,
I remember that. I was like, man, there's that guy Phil that I'm gonna know someday.
Yeah,
he's working at White Hen Pantry. He'll be fun to talk about in the podcast episode 31. Wow, someday.
That's a great
What's
memory.
A podcast?
That's a great memory. Like you thought of podcasts way back then.
Way back then.
Makes sense. 1996.
Yeah,
that's good.
People are probably like,
you were what, 7th grade?
Probably. Mm-hmm. I was 11.
Yeah,
okay. 11.
Okay, so 6th grade.
People are probably thinking,
5th grade?
Get to the point, guys.
Oh my gosh.
What are they talking about?
No, the point is that hardware stores and other stores like that are absolutely 100% toy stores for grown-ups.
Yes.
And it's so much fun now.
They are adult toy stores.
That's... I don't think that's what you meant by that.
I wanted to name the episode whatever we were drinking, adult toys. But immediately thought, probably not a good idea. We may get a lot of followers. Not followers we want.
Right.
However,
you're gonna get a quick like just bump of people listening to the first like 4 or 5 minutes of it, and like
like fast forward, get to the good part.
I'm out.
They're like, I guess I never thought about pressure washers in that way. All right.
Oh no.
I mean, I'll give it a try.
No. Okay, so we are naming the episode Adult Toys?
No.
Okay, all right, great.
Toys for adults.
That,
no, but you're right. I mean, I get excited. Like, if I have an excuse to go... Sometimes I just go to Menards just to walk around and see what I can see.
Yeah. I make an excuse to get to the toy. I mean the tool aisle,
right? Yeah,
which very is the toy aisle, because they are fun to like. Oh man, I don't even know. I totally need one of these.
Totally
need one.
Do
of
you
these.
Justify like? Because you live on big property, so you probably have to. You have the lawnmower thing that you ride on. You have the gator or whatever.
Yeah.
You have the money to do it, but like, do you justify like
what is buying an item?
Yeah, like
yeah.
There's a what do they call that?
Justification.
No, but like man math.
Oh, the man math. Yes. Yeah. I definitely do a lot of man math.
What is man math?
Right. It's the.
Because I thought it was. Oh yeah, like it's about that big.
Okay.
Not that. I'm saying just measuring in general.
Okay. No, what man math is. It really kind of stems from the idea that, all right, if it's going to cost me X number of dollars to pay somebody to do this, but I have the tool and the know-how to do it myself, but I have to buy the tool.
That part's debatable, but yes.
Right?
We think we have the know-how.
Right.
We can figure it out.
At least figure it out. If I had the tool, it would make it a lot easier, and I could do it. I wouldn't have to pay somebody to come out and do it because I could probably figure this out.
For like $1 million an hour, and who knows how long it's going to take them.
Right. So the idea is that if I purchase this tool, not only could I do this one job, but I might be able to do other jobs with it.
Yeah.
And therefore, because I'm not spending X number of dollars to have somebody do it, when I purchase this tool, I can also do other jobs, and like it just compounds.
And now you're actually making money.
You're actually making money.
That's money in your pocket.
Buying a tool that does multiple jobs is like printing money.
Just buying stuff at a handyman store. Do they call it that? Buying stuff at Menards is basically like printing money.
It's like printing money.
Yeah. Buying a tool is like printing money.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
It. That is it.
Exactly. I'm not just saving the money.
Every man would agree that that's true because you have to have it in your house. No, because your kids are going to be like, "How did my dad get all these tools?" Like I remember thinking when I was little, like, how did my parents, like, where did they get all this stuff? And then like when I first had a place, I was like, I had a couch. That was it. Literally, that was it. Ask Madison. The only thing you had was that stinky couch from your dorm room.
Yeah.
And excuse me, and I just was choked up by the couch. I miss that couch.
By the smell of the couch?
Oh,
were you choked up by the memory of the smell of the couch?
That would choke you up in a different way. Like, it was bad. It smelled. I don't know what the smell was, but it was not normal. It wasn't human. I don't think.
Okay. Oh. Yikes.
Like if the movie Alien had like smell-o-vision, that's kind of what I think it was like.
Wow.
But I remember thinking, like, how am I going to get stuff? Like, how am I going to get dishes? And I am like, where did I get up? Now that I've been, married for 6 years, where did I get all this crap?
Right.
Like, I have too much stuff. Like, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Part of it is you buy the tool, and then you have it, like, forever.
Yeah, and you've used it once or twice.
I guess.
But then a friend calls and says, hey, what are the chances that you've got an angle grinder?
Yep. Angle grinder. Yeah. Everyone always needs an angle grinder. What do you grind? Like, just leave it alone.
Well,
you don't need to grind it. Like,
I bought one because I thought I was going to use it, and guess what I did? Not use it.
Exactly.
It's still in the box.
What do you need to angle grind?
I could probably return it.
You're not a mason.
No, but like there could be metal that
grind.
There could be metal that you want to grind.
I don't have any metal I want to grind. There's no metal that I have that I need to grind.
Well, then don't buy an angle grinder.
I have one.
You do?
Yes.
Why did I buy one?
I don't know why I have it.
I should have just called you.
I don't know why I have it. I think I thought it thought it was good for sanding.
Oh.
I think they use it as a sander, and that was not at all what it was for. I needed a palm sander.
Right.
So now I have this ankle grinder, but I was like, I'll probably need it someday because I don't want to hire someone
to grind down whatever it is
that I need. Oh my gosh, this is it.
Well, now that you have a scooter or a moped,
but
you might need to grind something.
Fun. Like having a pressure washer, and that's the thing I think we were talking about before, is the excitement of the thing. Like, I get excited about a pressure washer because it's cool. Like I remember Home Improvement, Tim the Toolman Taylor, like the guy I used to think was my dad.
Yeah,
growing up because of the Santa Claus, all that whole different story.
Totally.
I thought Tim Allen was my dad for some reason.
Because of Santa Claus?
Because I liked the Santa Claus, and he was a white male with brown hair. And I was like, what?
So who did you think the guy was that was living with you?
My actual dad?
Yeah.
I was, I knew he was my dad, but I also thought, well, maybe Tim Allen could be also my dad. Weirder things have happened, Phil. And I had a stepdad. And so I was like, I was so confused.
So Tim Allen was your third dad?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we could unpack that at another time.
I'll need more whiskey for that one.
Meanwhile,
but having it's so much fun. Just the power behind it.
Right.
Like let's switch the nozzle and see how much more damage we can cause. Like it's so fun.
Yes. I was excited when I first got it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and you know why I bought it?
Why?
To wash my car.
Really?
Yeah.
They have car washes.
Right, but like,
why pay for a car wash?
Exactly.
When you can do it yourself.
If I buy this, then I save all that money on car washes because we can wash multiple cars, and I can get my kids involved and get them using it.
You know what? Stuff. I thought the same thing about the head shaver that I bought.
Okay.
You know how much money I'm saving from not getting haircuts?
Yes.
Now, I can't say necessarily that my hair always looks good.
Looks good now.
Like, yeah, because I'm letting this part grow out.
Yeah.
And I can shave the sides easily, but like back here, it's a little difficult. There's a big bald spot right here.
Yeah.
And so you have to kind of like, gotta, So then I'm like, there's this U shape of hair up here. I don't know how long I can make it happen.
No, it looks good, and you're saving money, and you're actually saving electricity because you don't have to shave this part back here.
It's good. It's better for the environment.
It is. The most exciting purchases I've made have absolutely been things that would not excite me as a child. For instance, a ride on mower.
Okay.
The zero turn mower that I bought.
Zero turn.
So excited.
It just doesn't turn.
Zero turn means that there's no turning radius. It's a zero turning radius.
It just spins.
Yep.
Like stationary. It spins like that.
Yep.
How does that?
Yep.
Is it a Zamboni?
No. A Zamboni has a turning radius, a large one.
I got to get on that. I mean, this is 2024. Let's go.
It would
zero turn.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
It would make sense. Except that there's a pattern. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The point is that the zero turn mower, you drive each hand operates one of the wheels forward and back, which allows you if you go forward and back with one or another.
I was thinking ride on like. One of these.
Yeah. Well, no, you sit on
it.
You sit on it and you drive it like a Bobcat.
For sure.
That would be the next purchase.
I mean, that's just cool.
Bobcat or
that's just
backhoe.
Cool.
Oh.
I bought Indy a BB gun for his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
When he turned 7.
Uh-huh.
No, it was Christmas. It was a Red Ryder BB gun.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
With a compass in the stock?
With a compass in the stock and this thing which tells time.
Wow.
And he didn't know what that was. You know what that is? The thing which tells time is you put a toothpick in the thing and it's a sundial.
Yeah.
But anyways, don't know how to use it. But that's cool. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like a BB gun. That's that's a toy.
He didn't shoot his eye out, right?
No, he shot someone else's eye out. But
perfect.
He's good.
Yeah, good.
Only killed the neighbor's cat, but other than that, it was fine. Yeah, I didn't like the cat anyways.
Well, yeah.
It was
any cat.
Freaking cats.
You know what a good cat is?
A dog.
A dead one.
And there go the
all the cat lovers.
They were never listening in the first place.
Nor were they welcome.
Nor were they welcome. Bye-bye. Well, what little audience we had is now out the window. Hopefully our podcast has 9 lives. Like a cat.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, so that's your favorite. Let's see, what is my favorite tool?
What's the most recent tool purchase that you've made that you were
I would say my favorite tool
excited
is
about?
Any tool that I can borrow from a friend.
Oh. Yeah. So you have like the boat mentality when it comes to tools.
No,
I don't want to own the tool.
I like having the tool. I do a lot of painting.
Okay.
But I think the most versatile, well, not versatile, but the best tool I have is my, I got a really good deal for Black Friday on a, what's the brand? The screw guns. Not Milwaukee, the yellow one.
DeWalt.
Yeah, like, oh, that one's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DeWalt's a nice product.
Yeah, I got that, and then I got a chop saw and a table saw. I like if I'm building something, those three things are like quintessential. But all my electrician stuff and painting stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that stuff too. And like the little gadgets. I gotta buy all the little gadgets.
Gadgets. I love gadgets.
Yeah. And that's what it's like to be
where like I want to use
a grown up.
Yeah, like
we buy the gadgets.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah. It was a good time.
What do you think the age is when you transition? It's probably owning a home.
I think it has to be home ownership. I did not care about having tools
Renting.
until until exactly, because you're not fixing like stuff around around there unless you've got space to work on your car and you want a few wrenches and some things like that.
Yeah, and I was never a car fixer.
Yeah.
I have a Randy for that.
Right.
His name's Randy.
His name is Randy.
He fixes the car.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix the car.
Right.
He makes the car move.
It has to be home ownership is when the tool, and like it's also when like going to garage sales became cool.
That is so much fun.
I hated going to garage sales when I was a kid because it was like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of broken toys and like
I hated going because I was like, no one's ever gonna buy me anything anyways. No, because every garage sale I went to was our garage sale and it was my toys being sold.
Oh, that sounds sad.
It was. Oh. And which is why I rebuy all those toys now as an adult.
We should
whole another podcast.
We could unpack that one. I don't know if we have time or enough whiskey to unpack that one. But yeah, that's when to me home ownership is when garage sales became cool to go back to.
Yeah.
Anyways, what do you think of the JW Dant?
It's really good.
It's really good.
I like it. I could absolutely put this in a mixed drink. I don't mind drinking this. As like I have that one. I'll sit down and drink it.
Yeah.
I would love to try it with an ice cube or a little bit of water just to see. Yeah. I think it would enhance it a little bit, but like you said, but yeah, I think it's great. Whiskey Bits. Can't even say my own freaking show name.
Yeah.
Whiskey Bits.
Stamp of approval. Well, this is really good. So we're in we're into this one about $24 for a 1 liter bottle of the JW Dant. The first time I had this one was in Kentucky. I was actually at like a museum.
Really?
For a whiskey museum, and the guy broke this one out, and he's like, "I think you guys are gonna like this one." Great tasting. It was a lot of fun, but really like this one. And I would say that if you see it,
get it.
Go ahead and grab it. It's
just get it.
It's decent.
Yeah.
Stamp of approval.
Stamp of approval. It's Whiskey Bits approved.
Whiskey Bits approved.
Is this whiskey approved? If Home Alone was made today, he'd be like, instead of, is this toothbrush, approved by the American Dental? He'd be like, is this whiskey approved by the American or the Whiskey Bits podcast? That was a stretch.
It was a bit of a stretch.
If Kevin was an alcoholic, he'd say.
Right. Exactly.
Well, thanks, Phil.
Pleasure, Matt.
I mean, I bought it, but thank you.
No. Thank you for buying it. It was a pleasure to speak with you again today.
Pleasure being here with you.
Yeah. This is the other, toy store that we go to.
That's right.
Is buying these whiskeys. So
happy shopping. Happy trails.
Toodles. Next time on Whiskey Bits. Yeah, we can go.
Okay.
We'll go. It's a day trip. We could really do it in a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Kentucky is a day away?
It's only like 5 hours, 5.5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
It is in a different time zone, so it feels like
forever. Just think I'm tired right now.
Yeah. We're not going to go. We're not going to leave late at night after drinking whiskey. We're going to
I drove to Texas for a wedding once.
Yeah.
With my buddy, Danny.
Okay.
The little Puerto Rican guy that called me Sacapunta.
Yeah.
Punta. Okay. From here to Dallas, went to the wedding. Yeah. Drove right back.
Wow.
Yeah. 36 hours. It was horrible.
That sounds terrible.
And I ate a Georgia peach from a lady in Oklahoma and had massive problems.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I don't know how she got him all the way from Georgia to Oklahoma, but
probably in her vehicle. Okay, what were the problems?
It's explicit.
Okay. Hey, thanks for sticking around. That's it for this episode of Whiskey Bits. But if you enjoyed yourself, please like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform.